16 silver foliage plants to brighten your landscape. Silver King Artemisia grows 2 to 3 feet high. A rapid spreader, this plant may be a bit too vigorous for those worried about harboring aggressive plants. But if you want them to take over and fill in an area, you can divide Artemisia in spring. Gazing on the silver foliage of lavender, Lavandula angustifolia, in winter is a delight. In cold climates, foliage plants such as this offer visual interest when colorful flowers, including lavender's delicate indigo blooms, have long since vanished. Jack Frost Brunnera, also commonly called Siberian Bugloss, is named for the frosty appearance of its silver leaves. The much taller Italian Bugloss, incidentally, is an entirely different, though related, plant. Woolly thyme's Latin name, Thymus pseudolanuginosus, refers to the wool-like feel of its leaves. The leaves are gray-green, but the silver hairs on the foliage also give woolly thyme a silvery, fuzzy look. Lamb's ear is so named for the shape of the leaves, large, oval, and fuzzy. This plant can spread quite a bit, a virtue if you seek a ground cover, a problem if you see it as invasive. Lamb's ear is valued primarily for its interesting leaves, not its flowers. But for those interested, it sends up tall flower spikes with small purple blossoms from May to July. Bearing tall spikes of yellow flowers, common mullein, Verbascum thapsis, has silvery leaves. You'll often see mullein plants growing wild along roadsides. It grows well in poor soils where other landscape plants struggle. The yellow flowers, although not terribly showy, appear from June to September. Rose Campion, Lychnis coronaria, is named for its blooms, but its silver leaves are also an asset. Rose Campion tops out at about 3 feet in height. It is perennial in USDA hardiness zones 4 to 8. Dusty Miller, also called silver ragwort, sometimes is identified by one of its popular cultivars, Senecio cineraria, silver dust. Whether known as Dusty Miller, silver ragwort, or silver dust, this plant has striking silver-white foliage but is equally valuable for the delicate texture it lends to a garden. The fern-like leaves have deep indentations along the edges, contrasting strikingly with plants with smooth-edged leaves. Russian sage Perovskia is a perennial flower. In the case of Russian sage, it's the stems, even more so than the foliage, that inject silver color into your landscape design. The profusion of delicate flowers, its gray-green leaves, and its silver stems all work to give Russian sage an airy look. Yellow Archangel, Lamium gale obdolin, is a type of lamium with variegated foliage, silver flecks on a green background, and a yellow flower. Lamium plants are well suited for shade gardens. Although it is also known as Dead-Nettle, don't confuse lamium with the common weed, stinging nettle. You can grow licorice plants, Helichrysum petiolare, as perennials in zones 9, 10, and 11. But further north than that, these viney, silver-leafed plants are treated as annuals. For this reason, it's common to see licorice plants used in containers. The licorice plant is also called trailing dusty miller. Silver-leaved poplar trees, Populus alba, derive their name from the silvery look of the underside of their foliage, which contrasts to the dark green on the top surface of the leaves. Unfortunately, silver-leaved poplar trees are considered invasive in North America, so planting them is not recommended. Poplar trees with more typical foliage color include Lombardy poplar and quaking aspen. Silver mound Artemisia plants, Artemisia schmidtiana, silver mound, plants grow to about 1 foot high. The foliage is dense and silver gray. The spotted Dead-Nettle displays attractive silvery foliage, and a variety of different cultivars offer blooms of purple or white, such as Purple Dragon and White Nancy, most often grown for its silver foliage. Spotted Dead-Nettle is hardy in USDA zones 3 to 8. Japanese painted ferns Athyrium niponicum var. Pictum are shade plants that have silver foliage punctuated with a purplish color. Unhappily, these plants are susceptible to rabbit damage. If you have bunnies turning your garden into a salad bar, they'll definitely be heaping their plates with these beautiful ferns. Snow in summer, Cerastium tomentosum, has silvery foliage that is just as impressive as its snow-white blooms, which appear in June. This flow is an eye-catching addition to any garden. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.